Good afternoon, Doug Walker here from the Olsen Condo Association. I'd like to give you a little update on the elevator. When is the elevator going to be back in service, and other stuff that's going on at the building. By the way, Steel Pulse, the reggae band, is playing at the band shell tonight. Check them out, they're a great band. When I left off with the 40-year inspection and the elevator repair, what we needed, what the city was requiring before we could get started, one of those things was the life safety plan. And on Friday, I met with the person drawing our life safety plan, and he explained what it was. And as he took pictures all over the building and measurements and stuff, the city's requiring, before we start work in the elevator shaft or in the basement, the elevator shaft in particular, the city wants to know that we have an adequate plan for the workers to be able to get out in case, God forbid, something goes wrong. So they're requiring, it's basically just a beefed up version of the fire code. So this person is doing a report for the city to let them know that we have, our sprinklers are working and that all the exit signs are lit and all that stuff. And as we walked around the building, he did tell me there were a couple of things that might be an issue. There was we may need a couple of extra lights put up in the hallway, and there's one light that needs to be replaced on the roof, by the elevator shaft on the roof. So those were a couple of things that he mentioned to me. I haven't seen his report. We hope to get that report back in a week. I would assume by the end of next week. I don't want to promise anything because I'm not doing it, but we hope to get that report back soon. There were two other parts that we were waiting on that the city was requiring before we could start working on the elevator. One was the electrician's report on drawings from the electrician. Those, I've been told by the contractor, have been complete. They're not put into a digital form. We're waiting on that. But we were also waiting on the CAD drawings for the building. Those are computer animated drawings, basically a digital footprint of the building. And those have been completed as well. So, you know, I keep saying I think we're in the final stages and we could be able to begin work soon. I really think we're getting close. You know, it looks like nothing's going on, but a lot is going on. A lot is going on. The contractors too, everybody wants to get this work done. Nobody's like getting paid right now weekly and nothing's happening. That's not the issue. Like, the contractor is not getting paid until this job is done. So he's not dragging his feet, you know, he's pushing it forward. It's basically a lot of paperwork and the city requirements since the Surfside tragedy, which is causing this whole thing to slow down. I guess that's it. We had a few leaks. We had a few leaks in the building last week. The lobby, there was a big flood in the lobby. We had to cut the ceiling and get that plumbing fixed and then repair the ceiling. It came from the unit upstairs, their bathtub. Make sure everything's caulked, all right? I need to check my unit out as well. Look at the bathtub, make sure there's good caulk around it and no leaks, because that can cause a big problem. There was another leak on the third floor that kind of damaged a few units a couple of weeks ago. We got that taken care of. On the elevator, the air conditioner. On the first floor, when I walked in today, the Olsen, there's some water on the floor by the office door, and it's coming from the air conditioner. The air conditioner in the office supplies the whole first floor, the hallways and the lobby. It's leaking, which means it needs to be cleaned out. So I called an AC repair guy to come do that, and I cut it off in the meantime so there's no more leaking into the hall. So what that means is the lobby and the first floor hallway might warm up a little bit today. I'll come back tomorrow and turn it back on, and hopefully the AC guy will have taken care of it by then as well. Please feel free to call me with any questions anytime. I don't care. Send me emails. That's it from the Olsen. It's a dreary day here. Don't forget Steel Pulse. The reggae band Steel Pulse is playing at the band shell. They're a great band. They were super popular in the 90s. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.